Hey guys, welcome back to Rock Solid Rig. Today we're going to be showing you guys the third Badge of Honor trail at Hot Springs, Arkansas. It's Fun Run that we ran. We've run Snake and Rubicon Ridge previously. If you guys haven't seen those videos, go ahead and check those out. While you're doing that, if you haven't already, go ahead and click subscribe, like, leave us some comments, let us know how we're doing. Of the three Badge of Honor trails out here at Hot Springs, Arkansas, Fun Run is rated as the hardest. There are some obstacles that we used our lockers for. Don't necessarily have to, as there are some bypasses that you can use. The trail comes in at just under a mile long, and depending upon the size and the skill level of the group that you have, should take you somewhere between about 40 minutes to an hour to complete. One of the great things about these trails are the fact that they are almost all one way, so you shouldn't have to contend with any traffic that'll be coming towards you. You just have to deal with the obstacles that you come up against. And you see here one of the similarities that Fun Run shares with the other Badge of Honor trails, Snake and Rubicon Ridge, out here at Hot Springs, Arkansas, off camber. So there are quite a few places that you will come up against on all three Badge of Honor trails where it seems a little bit sketchy and you get a little bit sideways. A lot of both downhill and uphill off camber spots. Downhill, in my opinion, not so bad. The one thing you want to look out for is making sure that you don't get into any of the trees. You can see on a couple of them here where you can tell that the bark has been knocked off and some people have rubbed their tops. Like I said, the downhill off camber didn't bother me nearly as much as the uphill off camber, and that's just for the simple fact that as you're going uphill and you get off camber and you have no idea what it is that's up in front of you, you don't know if there's a curve to the left, to the right. Luckily, with a guy at GPS, it gave us a little bit of a hint, but it's still not detailed enough to really tell you exactly what it is that you're coming up against. So just be cognizant of the fact that whenever you're going on these off-camber spots, that you need to really make sure and just be careful. Try to pick the right line. Make sure that you're not going to leave yourself in a situation that you're unable to get out of. You definitely want to steer clear of those trees. You can see this one here. A lot of bark knocked off of that one, so there have been quite a few people that have knocked into that. We have now made it to the first obstacle here on the Badge of Honor trail. It's the rock slab. Based on what we had been told previously, being wet, this is supposedly supposed to be pretty tricky. The rocks are supposed to be pretty slick, and the group that we had seen hit this before us, we had caught a glimpse of them as we were coming down the trail earlier. They had a lot of spinning tires. I guess the guys just all thought that you needed to gun it and give it as much gas and just try to race up this thing. I have no idea what their game plan was, but it was obviously not the same as ours. As you can see, I just kind of slowly crawled right up it. I didn't get too crazy with the accelerator, and I just stayed on it just a little bit. I wasn't at an idle, but I was giving it just enough gas just to climb up. Didn't want to lose traction, because to me, as soon as you lose traction, then it's going to be hard to get it back unless you come to a stop and you kind of roll back down the hill, or slide back down the hill, should I say. For us, not hard at all. We were told it was going to be. but we honestly had absolutely no problems with it. We had one Jeep out of the group that just as he approached the very top of it, he decided to give it a little gas and started to spin his tires, and he ran into a little bit of an issue trying to get over a small ledge. But other than that, it really wasn't hard. We didn't have any problems with it whatsoever, so we were all pretty happy with the way the first obstacle went. We thought it was going to set us up for good things to come as we head on towards the rest of the obstacles here on the trail. So after we go through a little bit more of the trail here, we begin to make our way up towards the second obstacle, which on the All Trails website that I got my information from says that this is the Big Rocks obstacle. There is a little bit of a bypass that you can utilize, but you can see up here above us the Jeeps in the group in front of us. They're all trying to make it over the obstacle, so we kind of come to a stop and give them time to be able to make it past everything. And it's not necessarily an obstacle where you have to use your lockers. The bypass, from the information that I've been able to get, says that it used to be considerably easier than it is now, but that the bypass is just almost as hard as the actual obstacle itself. Honestly, it's not all that bad. It wasn't something that was super hard to make it up. Same thing as before. Just dealing with the rain and the slick rocks is the main thing that you have to be aware of. Whenever it's dry, I really want to make a trip back out here and see what it's like whenever I don't have to deal with everything being so slippery. It's just a really fun park. We really enjoyed the trails out here, so I'd like to be able to go through it in a little bit different atmosphere and not have to deal with the rain. But overall, this was definitely a fun obstacle.
This far, don't stop now. Reaching for a distant star, don't stop now. Isn't it strange how we're safe and home? So that I counting days until the second go. If you're gonna make a change, you have to let me know. It's all you need to do.
Too close, Bailey. You're gonna go. You want to go over there? I thought I was going that way. Look at that hole right there. Just cut your wheel straight. Well, from here straight. I'm gonna go this way. You can't find that without your locker. I don't even know if you can get. If your tire will touch, go hang your locker right here.
His diff will hit it.
It'd be good. Here. Better, baby.
The hard one and go over that?
Yeah, I'm going to go hard.
Well, your driver right here.
Little passenger. Passenger. Straight. Come on.
Am I going to catch anything underneath there?
No, you're gonna roll with it all the way up. Well, you were until you didn't let it back up. Easy. Don't go off that ledge.
Which way?
If he goes passenger, he's gonna slide right in the same slide we just did.
Can I go driver anymore?
You got a rock right there that's nailed. Yeah. Dip right there. Right for your fire rod. You gotta go passenger.
Okay. I'm hard passenger.
Easy, stop. Hard passenger.
Yeah, he's come this way.
There you go. That's out the way.
Yep.
No way.
He needs.
Keep going. Keep pushing.
Yeah.
There you go. Easy.
What's in front of me?
Straighten up. Just roll it. It's your wheel.
Should I go left or right here?
Doesn't matter, honestly.
Well, I know, but I see a tree in front of me. I don't know what the hell else there is.
Don't hit the tree.
So that was me taking Mjolnir through the third obstacle out here on the trail called Bigger Rocks, according to Trails Off-Road. You can see Max taking the bypass over here to the left, which is actually the right if you're coming uphill. You can see the group of Jeeps that came up behind us that were waiting on us to clear these obstacles, and they are much more built than we are, have much more experience than we do, and have a lot fewer Fs to give, and they just go right up and over this and really don't care. Made what I thought was hard look pretty easy. So now here comes Corey. He was going to tackle the same line that I did, but with me using my lockers to make it over the rocks that I did, he does not have lockers, so he came up the left side, still had a more difficult line, but he also took a little bit of a bypass over here to the left. As he comes up, you can see he'll swing much wider to the left than I did. Instead of going up and over the rocks, he goes around them. So he just didn't want to risk getting on top of this and not being able to make it. And I said we could winch him up, but Corey, you just don't like having to be winched. So it's all right. We love you, brother.
All right. I mean, you can go this way, though. You used your lockers, right?
Oh, yeah. You need to come up this way. Thank you guys for watching. We really do appreciate all the support that we've gotten from you guys. Definitely a lot of fun being able to bring you these videos, but it really makes us feel good hearing from everybody about how much they like the fact that we bring these videos to you that don't necessarily get to go out on trail rides as often as we might. So we do have some more footage from the Hot Springs Park going to be coming up here shortly. So for those of you that haven't already, please give us a subscribe, share us with your friends, give us some likes, give us some comments, tell us what you think. We really do like hearing from you guys and finding out what y'all think about the videos that we're putting out. Until next time, bye.